that game Saturday had so many delays that eventually they just knocked it off network television. I had to watch it online. I didn't watch it much. Got to be honest with you. What would you do if you were Mac Rhodes, and what is the barometer on Dave Aranda in your opinion?
Yeah, it's such an interesting question and such a difficult one, I think, too. I've been obviously talking to a lot of friends about it from my Baylor days. And I mean, look, there's a reason that I brought up one thing, which is, do you want to get involved in the 2025 coaching carousel? I think it's a very legitimate question, because when you look across the landscape right now at the pool of candidates, it's not an especially great one. Now, I think you have a great candidate in Eric Morris at North Texas. There are guys like Jeff Traylor and GJ Kinney who have been legacy candidates, but neither, by the way, is having a particularly good season in 2025. And so I think that, one, you have to consider, is there a guy that you clearly want to go out and get instead? And if not, what does that mean for your situation? Two, if you enter this market, I think that Baylor would be an attractive job, but there are ones that are open right now, and also more that are going to open in the coming months potentially, that potentially outflank you, you know? And so I think that the question is, do you want to get involved in this particular cycle with Baylor? The third thing as well is that, I mean, it's sort of a balance that you have to find also, because you do have a historically great recruiting class locked up right now. You do have a lot of assistant coaches that you feel really good about. You do have some players on campus that you want to keep. So I think that Mac Rhodes, I'm sure, is in a similar sort of situation as what I mentioned with Wisconsin and Florida State, where I think that it would make his job a whole lot easier if they had a decent end to the year and didn't have to make a move at this time. But I mean, I think that TCU game, and I'd even point before that to the crowd and the support for the Kansas State game a couple weeks before that. I mean, these are things that just cannot happen at a program like Baylor that's very proud, that has a lot of great players come through, that's had recent success. This was supposed to be a year where they were contending for the conference. Obviously, they failed to do it to this point. So I think that for me, I would still lean against getting rid of him because of the context of the candidates. But I mean, again, if they have a really poor end of the season, which absolutely is on the table with how difficult the end of their schedule is in November, I mean, you might have to ask some very difficult questions.